Good morning and happy Saturday, you guys. It is Amanda and Barron with Kickin Cancer Cares on KSLM Radio, 104.3 FM and 1220 AM. Our sponsor for this first half is Oddmost Pizza. They have the best pizza ever, as well as the best wings ever.
Yep.
Have you ever had their wings?
Excellent.
Oh, they are to die for, yes.
They just started a new hot sauce with Hitch hot sauce.
Oh, they have a new hot sauce. It's a Hitch hot sauce that's like a Nashville vibe. Okay, I love that. And their pizzas, I love. So my favorite pizza from there is the Green Monster with the artichoke hearts and the white sauce and all the yummy stuff. So if you have not checked them out yet, you guys definitely go do that.
And definitely check out the wings.
Yes. So thank you, Mike from Oddmost Pizza.
Yes. Do you have a favorite there, Robin?
Their combo is my favorite.
Oh.
I have to please everybody at the office, and
Fair enough.
they're 2 blocks away, and they deliver. God love them.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I love that.
And for the listeners that are tuning in, we got a guest with us, Robin Barney, who's in the. You run the Kaiser Times now, don't you?
General manager and media advisor, dual
Okay.
roles.
Okay.
Dual roles.
Yeah.
I love that.
We're going to get into Robin's cancer story herself here in just a little bit. But
Okay.
we'll welcome Robin to the show today.
Welcome.
So,
Thank you for having me.
one of the good things I think that we've done the last several weeks is we've been able to bring some guests in who have gone through some pretty rough journeys.
Yeah.
And provide some hope. Robin's going to tell her story here just a little bit. But last week, Dave Hodgert was in, and his was a colon cancer journey.
Yes. He was, I know that wasn't an easy story to tell, and that can leave men pretty vulnerable feeling, but I
Yeah.
love how confident about it he was and upfront and very honest. So, and then he came out on the positive end of it all. So that's awesome.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, and he said for the longest time it was something he wanted to talk about.
Right.
So for him to step up and share that was just really a big move on his part. And I think it was very inspirational. I know that when it went to YouTube, he was really quick to let a lot of people know that, hey, check this out, watch it, listen.
That's awesome.
So
What was his saying? Today is a great day.
today is a great day.
So, and I've kind of applied that a lot the last week since interviewing with him. Like, no, today is a great day.
Well, and to think that they had it all and then find out that it had gone septus and that they had to go back in
Yes.
and literally clean everything out was a huge deal for him.
Yeah. Scary.
Scary.
Very scary.
So Dave was a wonderful guest.
Yes, he was. I enjoyed it.
So we've been doing, Robin, this is a wonderful magazine. It's called 100 Disease-Fighting Foods. And we've been going through this magazine one food at a time. And the one that we have this week is walnuts.
Okay. I love.
That's in general?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So for the listeners that don't usually do this, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and look for Kickin Cancer Productions and find us there, like, share, and you'll
Yes.
see lots of pictures that'll go with our show. So a lot of the stuff that you're going to hear right now is going to have pictures that go with it on YouTube. But this says walnuts are a great plant source of omega-3s, healthy fats that help shield the heart and brain from disease processes.
Okay.
These tree nuts are full of antioxidants, some of which protect the gut. Add these to the list of potential anti-cancer eats.
Okay.
Studies have linked walnuts to lower rates of colon cancer,
Oh, wow.
like we just talked about. 2019 study in women with breast cancer found that eating walnuts daily can suppress the tumor growth.
Wow. Okay.
So just by taking advantage of good natural food like walnuts, and all of a sudden now you're getting this stuff to help your body fight it off.
yeah. Okay.
And
That's awesome.
and they're good.
They are good. I went through like a slight addiction with, it wasn't slight, it was bad.
It was bad.
It was Costco was selling these chocolate covered pistachios with Himalayan salt.
Oh, yeah.
I am so blessed that they discontinued those.
You would have just
For
kept eating them all the
whatever
time?
reason, I still hunt for them in the aisles.
Wow.
They're so stinking good.
It's always frustrating when they bring those snacks in.
Oh my
and you get
gosh.
addicted to them, and then all of a sudden they're gone.
But I am thankful that it's gone. It was kind of like a Dubai type of flavor. With
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was to die for. And I'm like, thank you, but where are they?
Some of them stick around for a while, and some of them are here and gone.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I have a great update for you.
Okay.
This last week was our golf tournament.
Yes.
For Elena.
Yes.
We had a really full course out there. Elena was able to come out before she went for her chemo session.
No
So
way.
Elena's a
That's
little
cool.
8-year-old.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
She came out. Many of the golfers were able to meet her before they started golfing. We completely
cool.
we had the course All of the back 9 holes were full. Half of the front 9 holes were full. Lots of wonderful golfers showed up. And we're still getting the numbers all finalized, but when it was all said and done, Pacific Stair, who also sponsored the golf tournament,
Yes.
they came up to us afterwards and says, whatever the amount of the check is that you're going to give to Elena, we'll match it.
No
Oh my
way.
gosh, that's amazing.
They're going to match the donation.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah. So again, I don't have exact numbers in yet, but
That's amazing.
probably looking at maybe $7,000-8,000 going to the family to help out with
That's
her journey.
It's always good to put a face with a name
It is.
and the organization, you know.
It
Yeah.
does.
Well, and when you see that it's just this little vulnerable girl with her family just backing and supporting her, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's real.
It's very
It's real.
real.
It makes it real. It's not just a name. It's an actual human and a little one at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting.
Yeah.
And we 99.9% of the time with the best disposition ever.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. That's amazing.
I know that a couple years ago was the first time that we had done one was for Carrie Hamilton back then with Remax, and 2 of the main sponsors came to us afterwards. They said, we sponsor a lot of stuff in the town. One of them was with Nell Automotive, right? They sponsor lots of things, but they said to actually see the face that goes with what this is for made a ton of difference.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think that was a big one.
Gives
for
it a
them.
purpose.
Gives
A
it
real
purpose.
purpose.
Real purpose. I mean, a lot of things in town are great and they do great things.
Absolutely.
But you don't know for sure where that money's going.
yeah.
And so it was just wonderful to see that all come to tuition. So,
That's awesome.
so that was our big
That's
update was the
cool.
golf tournament.
That's
So,
really cool.
yeah.
Excellent.
Bless you
Excellent.
for doing all of that.
It
Seriously.
was really a blessing. It really was.
And probably so rewarding just to be able to gather that many people, to give to that family, and then just give hope and meaning to that little girl in such a difficult time as well. I don't
and
think
she
you
was-
realize
she was
just how
just saying-
much you do.
And she's celebrating her life.
Yes.
She's celebrating her life, and you helped her with that.
Yes. Yeah. And that was the rewarding part right there, was just knowing that this efforts were going to somebody.
Yeah.
For something.
Local.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay. Awesome.
That was just a blessing.
That
truly,
is.
truly a blessing.
Oh,
Very
that's cool.
nice.
Thank you, Baron.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, I want to continue to provide our listeners with some hope. And Robin's journey has been quite a few years.
47.
47 years.
Okay.
Yep.
So a lot of the people that we've had on and tell their stories, a little more recent, but things were a little different when you first went through this whole process.
Oh, I bet.
Absolutely. First, I was 23 years old, and as far as I was concerned, cute and ready to hit the dating world, and went in to get a regular PAP, like normal. Got the call that the doctor needed to see me. I was like, oh, that's kind of strange. But
So you're just going in for a normal checkup.
just went in for my normal annual checkup and got the call that I needed to come in, which I thought was a little strange. But, at 23, you really don't think about those things.
Right.
And you go in. And he sat me down, and my doctor said, well, Robin, you've got cervical cancer. And my reaction was, okay, so what do we do now?
Right.
What's the treatment? What do I do? Where do I go? How do we take care of this?
Yeah.
And he said, well, we're going to go ahead and put together a treatment plan. You're going to need to stick to that treatment plan. And, there's going to be some ups and downs, and we'll have groups for you to go see and be part of so you can talk about your experience and what you're feeling. And I was like, hey, okay, just send it to me or give me a call, let me know.
You don't
And
know you were very worried about this.
no, I was not worried
Wasn't
about this.
registering or clicking.
Cancer was hidden back then.
Right. Yeah.
People were in closets. People didn't leave their homes. It was,
This is back in 70.
mid to late 70s.
Mid to late 70s.
People
Yeah.
thought they could catch cancer. I mean,
Right.
sadness. And people were dying left and right because they just weren't getting caught soon enough. And
So there was an attitude that cancer was contagious.
yeah,
Yeah.
that you could catch
Okay.
cancer.
Wow.
And there were true belief. I mean, it was a small percentage of the population, but nonetheless, everyone has one of those people in their life.
Yeah.
You know, and I did. It was an employee. She went to the manager and had a whole schedule change. I mean, it was kind of, wow, okay. I wasn't worried. I had belief in my God that this was not going to kill me. I didn't even know it could kill you. Truthfully, at 23, you don't know those things.
Kind of oblivious to
Yeah, I
the
was.
real world at that age.
Seriously, I was thinking more about where my career was going and what I was wearing the next day.
Right.
That sounds so frivolous. But
Right. You're like, okay, doc, are we done here?
yeah, exactly. Well,
Check this box and move forward, right?
back then there were no HIPAA laws.
Okay.
Oh.
And he didn't think I took it seriously. So he called my mother.
Oh.
And
Oh,
you
no.
can only imagine, as a mother, she just broke down. I got the phone call, Robin, I need to see you. And so I went over to the house a couple of days maybe. And Mom was like, I got a call from your doctor. You've got cancer. And I was like, yeah, okay. I said, there's a treatment for it. There's a plan. I said, it's going to be fine, Mom. And she's like, no, people are dying, Robin. People are dying. They're losing their hair. They're being segregated off to a corner sometimes because people don't understand it. And I just seriously looked at her and said, Mom, I will be fine because God's just going to pay attention to me. And I'll go through the treatment plan. And it'll be over. I'll be good.
And isn't it interesting that the guests we've had on, how that attitude has been prevalent with many of them?
Yeah.
I mean, Dave had that attitude, Russ Hedges
Yeah.
had that
Like,
attitude.
okay, I'll take it on. Head on.
Yeah, my biggest attribute through this entire thing was my positive attitude. It wasn't going to beat me at all.
And I love
was,
that.
It was just not going to beat me. It was take care of it, Doc, and God will do the rest of it, and it'll all be good. So I went through my treatment, and having, I think, for me, just a little backup, having a positive attitude when you're faced with a life or death situation immediately makes it better. In that you're not going to a dark place. You're not thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be dead. What are my kids going to do? What my husband's going to do? What's my mom going to do? I didn't worry about any of that because I was going to still be around.
Yeah.
And
What was the stage of your cancer? Do you remember?
I don't remember that, but I'm going to bet it was early stages because
Okay.
I truly didn't have the symptoms that I looked for after the fact.
Okay.
After the fact. So it was just a matter of a regular pap exam and doctor giving me the call. And at that time, treatment was a cocktail. Everybody got the same thing.
Oh.
There was no, you've got lymphoma cancer, we've got a special
Right.
cancer medication for that, or chemo treatment, and we've got a special treatment for that, and just goes and attacks that.
So they kind of just threw the whole kitchen sink at
Yeah,
everybody.
the whole
and
kitchen
hope
sink.
something stuck.
And hope it works. And
Well, and I think a lot of that probably comes from the fact that, the real numbers that were ticking up on cancer started in the 60s.
oh, it was huge.
50
The-
and 60s
yeah.
numbers started ticking up. And so
Okay.
until the numbers started ticking up, you didn't have a plan. So it was really kind of, you say, throw everything at it.
Yeah.
And then it was the early 70s when the numbers were at a point that President Nixon said, we need to take this more seriously.
Yeah.
And so you're only 5-6 years into this, quote, war on cancer when you're diagnosed.
Exactly. And it was horrible. I'm not going to lie. My food tasted like tin. My water.
When you started taking the medicine.
Yeah, when I started taking the medication,
Now, when you say
Even-
cocktail, was it a pill? Was it a liquid that you swallowed? What
it was a
Or IV?
liquid at that time.
Oh.
And then it went to IV.
Okay.
But it was everything within, I'm not kidding, within almost instantly, everything in my mouth tasted like metal. My
Really?
saliva, water, any food I ate, it could have been a jalapeno pepper at the hottest, it still would have tasted like tin in my mouth. And at that point, I started dropping weight and having to come up with other ways of chubby, if that you will,
Yeah.
and staying heavy. I ate a lot of fast food during that time period because of the fat and the hamburgers, and at that time, not really regulated.
I mean, you're not a very big person now yet.
No.
Could you really afford to lose a whole lot of weight back then?
I could not, and that
Yeah.
was the thing. When I came home one day and my roommate was, oh my God, I can not only see your collarbone, but I think I see the first rib.
Oh.
So yeah, I just ate a lot of fatty foods. Strange you say walnuts. My favorite snack was walnuts and raisins.
Okay.
And it was. I tried to maintain a good health diet, and thank you, Jesus, prior to that, I wasn't a big fast food eater. I wasn't a big potato chip eater. I went home every night and fixed a meal, even in my young ages. Mom always made sure that we'd healthy. And I think that really helped a lot, too, staying healthy and that kind of thing.
Did you start getting scared when your taste started going away and your weight loss? Did the fear start kicking in, or did you stay positive throughout it?
I wasn't afraid. I see that, I wasn't warned about the taste, but the doctor said that there'll be some changes in my body. And he went, from hair loss to weakness to atrophied muscles. Mine was losing taste in food.
Did you lose hair?
I lost hair, and let me tell you, I'm an ugly bald person. A brunette should never go bald. There's massive shaving in between, and I wasn't real good at it at first.
Yeah.
But when my hair did start coming out, it was kind of in clumps, and it was just so my roommate had a friend who was a hairdresser. She'd come over every other day and just shave my head.
Okay.
And I would just shave it, and I wore a turban or a hat of some sort. I didn't hide my baldness. It was kind of my badge of courage, if
Okay.
you will. If people asked, I told them. And,
Well, I would imagine that your age at, in 23, 24 years old, being bald was not common.
Well,
No.
it really wasn't. There was a Afro-American model. She was really, really tall. She was over 6 feet, and she wasn't from the U.S. I want to say she was, from another country, but she shaved her head. She was my icon.
So you were like, if that model can
Exactly.
do it, I can do it.
Too, and I was okay with it. And
Was that Grace Jones?
I don't really
Oh.
remember. That's 47 years ago.
There was a
I
model
love
years ago.
that you found that positivity in it, though, and like you said, wore it like a badge of honor.
It was a badge.
Courage.
It was. I was going through something that everybody thought was ugly, and I wanted to prove that it wasn't ugly. It was reversible, and you don't have to know how to spell it. I didn't know how to pronounce it. In fact, I did everything I could not to. I didn't want it to consume me.
Mm-hmm.
I went to college with a gal her thought was always in my head, and she was in the belief if you get a cold, if you don't feed it, it will go away. It's like a company at your house. If you don't feed it, they'll go away. And so
her attitude about the cold was, don't feed the cold will go away.
yeah, and
Did
so
she
I
bring that same attitude?
and I
into
brought
you?
that same attitude with me during cancer.
Yeah.
It'll go away. I know it will.
Just don't give it enough attention.
Exactly. I gave it no attention whatsoever. People had come up, a coworker, oh, Robin, I'm so sorry. I just heard. And I go, oh, don't worry. I'll be around. I'll be here in 20 years to annoy you. So leave me alone. And my doctor and my mom, who didn't think I was still taking it seriously, suggested some groups to go to that talk about cancer and talk about treatment and how you feel and what goes on. And I went to one, and that was it. I immediately realized it was not for me.
Did you find that those groups were more depressing?
I did, and here's the big one. I had a 10-year-old little girl sitting next to me.
At your support group?
At the support group. She not only knew how to pronounce her cancer correctly, she could spell it. No 10-year-old should be able to do that. None whatsoever. It just broke my heart at that age that some parents crying and suffering inside because of this, And after that, I made a decision never go back. It was very depressing for me. It was not what I needed. I needed my friends. I needed people that were still willing to go dancing with me, that wanted to go to the movies with me, and still have a life with me, instead of just, well, Robin, we're going to be out. We'll be back after the movie's over, and just leave me sitting there. I'm not that sick. I wasn't going to let it beat me.
I'm still a human. I want to participate. I want to enjoy life. I want to do the little and big things, and I don't want this to identify me.
Exactly, and I didn't let it.
And Dave last week talked about how big his support group was.
Right. Yeah.
And so how support group is just so huge as you're going through all this.
Whether
kind of
it's
stuff.
Groups, or it's your own personal inner circle, or it's a random dance class that you go to and have a blast at, it can be what you make it.
Exactly.
It totally is. And I kept doing what I normally would do during those times. And, well, all right, caveat. I didn't go snow skiing because I was always too tired. I couldn't even carry my skis out to the car. I was so wimpy. But
Did you find that the chemo made you tired, really tired?
It did. It made me really tired. I pushed through it, though. I didn't let me sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
I still got up every day and went to work. And those ladies were my support group at Meyer and Frank. I mean, I had ladies in cosmetics. They would come over and go, Robin, I've got people. We can get you a wig. And I was like, you know what? I'm okay with bald head.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Okay, but if you change your mind, we've got people waiting for you. And
was your job at Meyer and Frank in front of the public?
it was. I was a salesperson, so... there was no hiding me.
Right.
The millinery lady would always bring me new hats to wear with my outfits while I was at work, which was really cool.
Yeah.
She was a grandma, and I didn't even know what millinery was till she showed up in my department one day, and I was like, oh, you actually work here too? Okay. I felt really bad.
And there were several ladies that I've known over the years that have utilized this time to be stylish with hats or wraps or whatever to cover their head. They're not going to let that define who they are with the bald head.
Right.
No.
Right.
You did the same thing.
And it was all random for me, from baseball caps to a cowboy hat to whatever fluffy hat that millinery lady show up on a daily basis with. And
were they all stuff that you guys had there at the store?
Yeah, it was stuff they had at the store, so it was
accessorize
easy.
it in there.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, I took it back, and sometimes I actually sold the hat, which kind of got awkward, but we have to walk over.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah, here, I'll just walk over to the millinery department, let her ring that up. It was at a time where, people are either accepting or not accepting.
Yeah.
And I just went through life like nothing was wrong. My mom eventually understood that when she saw that it wasn't such a decline at all. And since then, I was never so happy when I got the call that I was in remission. I mean, that was like, oh my God, okay, no more bald head. I'm happy about that. Yeah. And no more having to go down and drink these horrible cocktails or sleep in the bathtub. I mean, my body would get so hot that I slept in the bathtub during my treatments. I said earlier when we were off camera, my roommate once forgot that I was sleeping in the bathtub and turned the water on me.
No.
That wakes you up quickly.
Yeah, it does.
But
so did the chemo just cause your body temperature just to go up, and you were trying to cool yourself back down again?
Yeah, and that was it. The bathtub was cool because it was a real porcelain old claw-toothed bathtub, or claw-footed bathtub. So it was really cool.
Yeah.
And so it was just comfortable for me to sleep in there. Some women didn't have it as lucky. I mean, I heard stories about women that would get up and take cold showers in the middle of the night trying, or people to just get the body down.
Again.
And it wasn't the temperature that you could touch and feel me. It literally was from the inside out.
Yeah.
And it was difficult overcoming that.
Did they take you straight to chemotherapy?
Oh, yeah.
So they didn't even try to surgically remove anything?
No, I was given that option. Truthfully, I was given that option at the age of 23. I'm like, okay, you just told me there's a possibility I'll never have kids again if I do this.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, let's not do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And-
well, hold on. I'm going to pause you because we're going to take a break. So I want to dive more into this.
This is the story gets
Yeah,
good here.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I want to give a huge shout out to Mike from Oddmo's Pizza. They are absolutely amazing. Their wings are phenomenal. All their pizzas, they've got meat options and just veggie options.
Oh, yeah.
And their cauliflower crust is so good. It's gluten free. It's phenomenal. You can't even tell that it's like I prefer it more than the regular crust. But I'm also a veggie girl. I love my veggies. They also have potato poppers that are phenomenal. They're got a little tiny kick to them, but if you don't like spice, then you're totally fine. They're still amazing, and they're baked, not deep fried. So there's that as well. And then they also have desserts and salads and pastas and all the things. So go check them out. You can go to their website, oddmos.com, and they deliver.
And a lot of the stuff they have is partnered up with other businesses here in town, too.
Yes, it is. Okay, we will be right back. You guys stay tuned.